And our next story is about Ukraine. Overnight, Russia attacked the war-battered country with the fury of 100 attack drones. And such was the intensity of the attack that it was felt across 7 regions of Ukraine. Ukraine says it destroyed over half of them and reported that the rest disappeared from radar. It started on the 27th of January, that's last night. The Russians are said to have launched 100 Shahed-type attack UAVs. Various types of decoy drones were also fired. These drones were launched, from what we understand and what has been reported, these drones were launched basically from places like Bryansk, Kursk, Milerovo. And what we also know is that at around 9:30, 65 Shahed attack drones were reportedly intercepted by Ukraine in Kiev, Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Kirovorad, Zhytomyr, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporizhia, Mykolaiv, Odessa, Kherson Oblast. As a result of the attack by Russian UAVs, buildings belonging to private businesses, infrastructure facilities, apartment blocks as well as houses were damaged. Reports saying that there were no fatalities and the people who were affected by the attack are being treated. The Russian military admitted, meanwhile, attacking multiple Ukrainian targets, including fuel depots, military airfields, drone assembly and storage facilities. What we are seeing basically is Russia intensifying its air war in Ukraine. Russian military drones are swarming the skies over Ukraine's frontline cities, cities like Kharkiv that was attacked overnight. You see, over the last 6 months, Russia's drone attacks have increased. According to the latest reports, there were around 400 drone attacks last May. By November, more than 2,400 were reported. And in December, there have been at least 1,700 drone strikes so far in December. And while the Russian aerial attacks continue, Russia continues to expand its drone production. In fact, according to recent reports, Russia's secretive drone factory in Alabuga has significantly scaled up its production of Iranian-designed attack and surveillance drones. Alabuga has reportedly become the main drone plant for producing the Shahed 136 drone, or Giran-2, as Russia refers to it, with an agreement to produce 6,000 units by September 2025. And by the way, they are moving fast. War analysts and experts have noted that the pace at which drones are being manufactured from this plant has increased. As far as the front line is concerned, Russia controls a little under 19% of Ukraine, including the Crimean Peninsula and parts of Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson, which was unilaterally annexed by Russia in 2022. Meanwhile, Ukraine controls a slither of the Russian border region of Kursk. All this as US President Donald Trump continues to make promises to end the war, even with Putin and Zelensky finally showing interest in talks. There are many stumbling blocks. Russia has said it does not want NATO forces near Russian troops in occupied Ukraine, while Ukraine is unlikely to give up land currently not under Russian control, which basically includes much of the 4 regions that Putin is claiming. Kiev has also demanded security guarantees from the US, saying that European assurances alone are not enough. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called on Donald Trump to give Ukraine more weapons, but in the form of loans. Others have suggested Trump backs the transfer of roughly $300 billion in frozen Russian assets so that Ukraine can arm itself. In the meantime, Russian forces continue to creep forward in eastern Ukraine. These are likely to be the most contentious issues. And with the way things stand right now, we are well beyond the 24 hours that Donald Trump had promised that it would take for him to secure an end to the war. Both sides may agree, but it's not clear if they're even going to play ball